And when I first arrived in India, I went to the Himalayas, and I took on the life of a sadhu, wearing sadhu robes. I had a little begging pot, and I was traveling through the jungles and the mountains of Himalayas, and meeting many great rishis, yogis, sages, living at their ashrams, learning from them. I was also living sometimes in caves with yogis in the jungles. Sometimes I was living in caves in seclusion myself, just practicing various meditations. I lived at Buddhist monasteries, studying Buddhism under Rinpoches and Lamas. And in this way I was traveling around India, looking for God realization. Each place, everyone wanted to initiate me, because to have a foreign disciple was very prestigious for yogis, gurus, lamas, rinpoches, and all of these other spiritual personalities. But I had felt in my heart that until I find a guru who I am convinced I will never leave for my whole life, I cannot accept initiation. So I was learning, and I was very favorable wherever I learned, and traveling. And at one point I came to Bombay. I went there in order to try to get a renewal on my visa. So one day I was walking down the street in Bombay, and I saw a big sign, and it said Hare Krishna Festival. And under it said at Cross Maidan. So I asked someone, where is this Cross Maidan? And they told me where. So I went, and there was a big pandal and many devotees. And they told me that their Guru Maharaj was going to be speaking that night. So I stayed there and talked with devotees. I was reading Prabhupada's books during the day. And then Srila Prabhupada and all the devotees went on the stage. And there was thousands and thousands of people. There must have been 10, 15,000 people, maybe more. And I was a very insignificant sadhu. I had matted hair, a begging pot, river-stained clothes, and I was way in the back of this massive crowd. And the devotees were chanting on stage, having kirtan, and Prabhupada was in the middle of the stage, sitting on a vyasasana. And one devotee, Guru Das, he came all the way through all the crowds, and he came to me, and he took me by the hand, and he said, Srila Prabhupada wants you to sit beside him. I said, how does Srila Prabhupada know me? And Guru Das didn't say anything. He just said, he wants you to sit beside him. So we went through all these thousands and thousands of people, and I came up on the stage, and Srila Prabhupada looked at me, and he smiled, and he went like this, that you sit here. So I came and I sat just a few feet away from his vyasasana. And there was a beautiful kirtan. I remember Radhanath Swami was leading the kirtan, and all the devotees had clean-shaved heads, beautiful clean dhotis and saris. And I had these river-stained sadhu clothes with holes in them and matted hair down practically to my waist. I was a sadhu, at least trying to be. And I was just thinking, why has he called me here? I'm not a good image for how he appears with all of his devotees. But he smiled upon me very graciously and encouraged me.